Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. Shipping in the vital Strait of Hormuz remains largely halted, despite a 2-week ceasefire agreement between the United States and Iran. According to Al Jazeera, only a handful of vessels have transited the critical waterway since the truce was announced, a sharp drop from the usual 120-140 daily passages. Data from Clower indicates that 5 vessels crossed on Wednesday and 7 on Thursday, leaving over 600 vessels, including 325 tankers, stranded in the Gulf. Both U.S. President Donald Trump and Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi have accused the other side of failing to honor the agreement's safe passage commitment. Maritime analyst C.U. Day Bhaskar noted lingering uncertainty and anxiety among shipping companies, exacerbated by an Iranian alert about laid mines. Sultan Ahmed Al-Yaber, CEO of ADNOC, emphasized that access is restricted, conditioned, and controlled, not freedom of navigation, describing it as coercion. Following an initial dip, oil prices have started to recover as markets realize the continued disruption to maritime traffic. Al Jazeera reports that Pakistan is hosting a crucial summit between the United States and Iran in Islamabad, with a modest but realistic goal: to secure an agreement for continued dialogue between the two warring nations. U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance and Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi are expected to lead their respective delegations in these proximity talks, where Pakistani officials will shuttle messages between separate rooms. While immediate breakthroughs are not anticipated, Pakistan hopes to build on the recently mediated 2-week ceasefire. International leaders have rallied support for Pakistan's mediation efforts. A key stumbling block remains Israel's strikes on Lebanon, which Iran views as a direct challenge to the ceasefire, though the U.S. maintains Lebanon is outside the truce's terms. Other contentious issues include Iran's nuclear program, sanctions relief, and the Strait of Hormuz. Despite these challenges, tentative signs of easing tensions and a readiness for a prolonged negotiation process offer a glimmer of hope. Global News reports on Operation Atlantic, an international law enforcement effort involving agencies from Canada, the United States, and the United Kingdom. This week-long campaign successfully disrupted over $62 million Canadian in cryptocurrency fraud, primarily targeting approval phishing scams. These scams trick users into granting access to their crypto wallets through fake alerts, making fund recovery difficult. Investigators identified more than 20,000 victim crypto wallet addresses across over 30 countries. Authorities have frozen more than 16 million Canadian in stolen funds, with the goal of returning them to victims. An additional $45 million Canadian linked to investment fraud schemes remains under investigation. Over 120 fraudulent web domains were also disrupted. Victims are advised to contact authorities. UPI reports that the U.S. Consumer Price Index saw a significant 3.3% increase in March, accelerating from the 0.3% rate observed in February. This jump was largely attributed to the war in Iran, as stated by the Bureau of Labor Statistics on Friday. Energy prices surged by 10.9% during the month, closely matching consensus estimates, with gasoline prices alone spiking an alarming 21.2%. The report highlighted that this increase in gasoline costs accounted for nearly 3/4 of the overall monthly rise in consumer prices. Excluding volatile food and energy categories, core inflation rose by approximately 0.2% monthly and 2.6% over the year. Additionally, airline fares climbed 2.7%, and apparel prices were up 1% on a monthly basis. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.